Hi guys, this is Louis. We are on Katerina. This is a Lagoon 450 2015. Um, this is a new YouTube channel. We're going to be trying to show you how to fix boats, how to fix them very cheap, how to fix them yourself. Different projects from very simple to a bit more complicated. My goal is to show you how to do it yourself, and we'll try to show you all the supplies you need and also all the tools that you might need. So we're in Grenada right now, hurricane season, and super hot as you can tell. And yeah, we'll get started. Yeah, the first project will be in the generator locker. Okay, this boat does not have a generator or air conditioning, but there is the generator locker up front, and also like the fender locker or rope locker. There's a double floor in there, and water accumulates underneath that floor. I just saw the posting not long ago on a Lagoon owners page. So we're gonna be putting 2 ports in there to be able to remove any water that's in there, and also to inspect it every few months and see if more water goes in. So we'll be able to vacuum it out and dry it out. So let's get started. This is one of the compartments that we'll be working in. We're gonna put a hole on the bottom of the wooden floor here. There should be a few inches beneath the flat part of the floor. There will be a few inches so we can drill in there. And yeah, you can see this compartment has been completely repainted. We did this about 6 months ago. We actually tabbed in with epoxy all the floor so that no water could go in there anymore, but there might be water trapped in there underneath, so that's why we're going to put in the inspection ports. Okay, so here are the tools that you're going to need to do the job. The most important one, this is one tool that we use 24 hours a day. Just move it around from the engine bay or anywhere you're working on the boat. This is the most important tool you'll have on the boat if you live in the Caribbean. So inspection ports, screws, we got a hole saw. I don't have the right size hole saw, so I'm gonna make a pre-drill with this one, and then finish it with the jigsaw. Got a decent blade on there. What's nice on this boat is that we have 120 inverter. I've put in a whole 120 system, but originally this boat was a 220. So for example, the shop vac is 220, so we can use both at the same time without popping the fuse on the inverter. And then silicone to fix it. And we also need the drill. All right, so let's start by marking it. We're gonna put it close to this wall because that's the anchor locker, and hopefully we can access it from the hole and take out the water that might be in there too. So let's start by making the cutout hole. You got to keep enough space to turn with the jigsaw. So we start with the hole saw. Well, here's the good news. Completely dry in there. It looks like. Yeah, we got no water in there. Very cool. have a problem. I think the jigsaw blade is going to be too long. Yeah, that's way too long. So what I'm going to do is actually hold it up as I go around and not let it hit the bottom deck. All right, that came out. I'm going to straighten the blade. Okay, the blade is straight again. There's a blob of glue here that's messing with the blade. So now the blade broke, so it's just the right size and it's not gonna touch the bottom anymore. Should go better. Let's see if the ring fits. And of course it doesn't, because I forgot to add the thickness of the lip, 1/8 about. So I'm going to cut another 1/8 thick piece so that this will actually sink in. All right, let's go again. All right, looks like we're good to go. Clean it up once more. All right, now I get the alcohol. Clean it out. Okay. All right, so alcohol, paper towel. We can use plenty of this, so just wipe off the excess after. Okay, so we're back. We're in the second compartment. Tried to drill. Tried the hole. I tried the hole saw, and the drill is heating up. So, and it's not going through for some reason. So we're going to be using a few different tools. You can see there is water on this side for sure. Okay, not sure if you can see this. No. So we do have water in there moving around. So we're going to be cleaning that out with the vacuum. Okay, so it's the third time I'm going to fill up the shop vac. Let's see if we still have a lot of water in there. Like that's it for the water. Now I'm going to do a bit of cleanup with alcohol. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put the fan towards the hole and let it run like that for the rest of the day. Got 2 dots on the battery. I'm going to change that out, put a new battery in, and just let it run, air it out a little bit underneath, and let it dry. And we'll be back later. Alright, so I let it dry a few hours. Now we're going to fit the cover into it, nice and tight. Again, some sealant first. So next time we go sailing, I'll be able to do some inspection, see if any water goes in. And that's it for the caps. Okay, so that concludes our first video. Next video will be on polishing your Corian countertops and making it look like new. If you have any comments on it, if you have any requests for next videos, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments below. Thank you. Okay guys, so I think I made a mistake yesterday when I was swimming after work and went swimming a bit, and I'm looking underneath the boat and I realized that the anchor locker section is actually lower. That's the middle of the boat, and there is clamshells there, so there's drains for that section to drain out. So on starboard side, when I drilled, I actually drilled in the highest section, and yes, that part was dry, but I'm thinking the water probably goes all the way to starboard and probably touches the wall there if there is any water. Let me show you a little bit on a fast drawing that I did. So if we're looking at the boat from the front, so if we're looking at the boat from the front, you see on the port side, I made that hole closer to the port side, basically, so I could access the water that was here. Any water that goes over the hump will automatically be drained out here by the clamshell. That's the anchor locker section. And then on starboard side, the first hole I did is closer to the center of the boat, so basically past the hump. So this section was completely dry, so now it's either I drill a new port hole here, but what I'm going to try to do is remove the panels in the bedroom on the bed there on the side of the wall, and try to drill a hole like this to drain out into the bilge. So let's go in the bedroom. So for now, this bedroom is used as a storage space for all the wood, all the carpentry we've been doing in the galley. So we're starboard front. So it's these panels here at the bottom of the bed that I want to remove. So let's start with that and see if there's access ports on the back of these panels. Okay, so first thing we're gonna remove the panel. Gotta remove like 4 screws at the bottom there, and just notice they're Torx screws. Remove the caps first, the white caps. Best thing to do that is a blade, not a fan today. Okay, we're gonna move the camera. Okay. All right, it's out. So to get an easier access, we're gonna also remove the top panel, because I do see the wall in there that I want to reach. And if you look at the bottom of this panel here, there's a black plastic molding. You just got to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws. Again, Torx screws. This just needs to be pulled down. That's it. Okay, so if we look on the inside here, you can see the main bulkhead, and this is the wall. We got the hull right here, the hull on the bottom here, and then this is the wall that's in the generator compartment. So what I want to do is at the bottom here is try to drill up following the angle of the hull, because I don't want to drill into the hull, so I'm going to have to angle the drill up and probably do it close to here, to this section here, the lowest part. First we're going to use the vacuum. As you can see, we've done a lot of repairs. We've done a lot of tabbing for the main bulkhead, so we gotta vacuum a bit of the stuff out of there first. Okay, so another thing we notice here is that, I don't know if you can really see it on the camera, the wood is not dark, it's not black here, so there's no water damage, so water is not going through the wood, which is a good thing. because on a 400 that we had, all this section was actually rotted out underneath the water tank floors. So, and it's hard, no soft spots, so that's a good thing. Okay, so we're gonna drill about a 1/2 inch, 1 inch hole. Actually got to clean out the bit first. What I want to do is pre-drill with a 1/4 inch bit, because what happens is if it's full of water, I want to be able to control the flow. If I go 1 inch, 1.25 inches actually, if I go 1.25 inches straight up, then the hole is going to be pretty big. Doing it with a 1/4 inch bit, it's going to be easy to take the vacuum and just pull the water out gradually, if there is any. So I just drilled with the 1/4 inch bit, and there is no water coming out of there. So that compartment was dry, which is very good news. So that means the whole main bulkhead is going to be dry, no water damage. So in conclusion, we have no water in there. So I've decided I'm gonna patch up this hole. I'm gonna be doing some epoxy next week. So I'm not gonna drill the bigger hole since there's no water in there. So it's a 2015. If there's no water in there, I'm pretty sure nothing's gonna go in the coming years. And we do have that inspection port in the generator locker that I can actually move more to the starboard side, and then have a proper inspection port at the right spot. All right, so this concludes our first video. If you have any comments, please leave them down below. If you have any requests for further videos, you can always ask. I'll try to make anything that you guys ask. And next video to come will be, I think it will be the dolphin seats. We're gonna epoxy them. Let me show you what they look like now. Yeah, you can see they're pretty weathered. We're gonna be sanding them down, taking them off, sanding it, and then epoxy it. See what kind of result we can get. Okay, we also have some videos that will be polishing the Corian counters and refurbishing the bathrooms, etc. So again, if you have any requests, suggestions, we're always happy to try to help. Have a good day.